Struggling to make your mark in the business world? You're not alone. Stephen Bartlett faced the same challenges before he cracked the code to success. In this video, we'll dive into The Diary of a CEO to uncover the solutions that transformed Bartlett from a struggling entrepreneur to a business mogul. At just 2 years old, Bartlett moved to the UK, setting the stage for an unexpected rise to the top. But don't be fooled, his path wasn't always smooth sailing. One of his first ventures was Wallpark, a student notice board platform designed to connect university students with local businesses and opportunities. Although Wallpark didn't achieve massive success, it provided Bartlett with valuable insights and experience in the startup world. In 2014, Bartlett co-founded Social Chain, a social media marketing agency that eventually landed on the German stock market. This move catapulted him into the spotlight, but it was just the beginning. Now he hosts the wildly popular podcast, The Diary of a CEO, where he shares insights from his interviews with some of the most influential figures. Bartlett didn't stop at podcasting. He ventured into new territories like Flight Story and earned a spot on the prestigious Forbes 30 Under 30 list. And if that wasn't enough, he became the youngest ever dragon on BBC's Dragon's Den. Talk about making waves. So, what's the secret sauce behind Bartlett's dramatic rise? How did he go from struggling entrepreneur to business powerhouse? Bartlett believes true business mastery starts from within. What surprising self-discovery method did he use to unlock his potential? The answer might change how you view success forever. Stephen Bartlett introduces the concept of the 4 pillars, starting with Pillar 1, focusing on the self. This isn't just another self-help mantra, it's a fundamental shift in how we approach business success. Bartlett argues that mastering oneself is the foundation for mastering business. But what does this really mean? At its core, Bartlett's philosophy emphasizes 3 key elements: self-awareness, self-control, and self-care. These aren't just buzzwords. They're essential tools for anyone looking to make their mark in the business world. How can you lead others if you can't lead yourself? Bartlett takes this idea further with his 5 buckets concept. These buckets, knowledge, skills, network, resources, and reputation, are the building blocks of professional growth. But Bartlett suggests that filling these buckets in the right order is crucial. You start with knowledge and skills. Why? Because without these, the other buckets won't hold water. Now you might be thinking, great, I'll just read a bunch of books and take some online courses. But Bartlett has a surprising twist on this. He advocates for teaching what you learn to truly master a skill. It's not just absorbing information, it's about breaking it down and explaining it to others. This aligns with the Feynman technique, which states that the person who learns the most in any classroom is the teacher. But mastering oneself isn't just skills and knowledge. Bartlett emphasizes the importance of self-story. He states, everything you do, with or without an audience, provides evidence to you about who you are and what you are capable of. This isn't just positive thinking, it's creating a narrative that shapes your self-perception and drives your actions. However, this journey of self-discovery isn't always comfortable. Bartlett warns against the dangers of cognitive dissonance. He notes, when something new appears and it challenges us in some way, this creates cognitive dissonance. So instead of leaning in and listening, we lean out and attack it. The key is to lean into uncomfortable truths to evolve and grow. You might be wondering, where do I start with all this self-improvement? Bartlett's answer might surprise you. He stresses the need to prioritize health as the first foundation for success. In his words, you can't get another mind and you can't get another body, but you must take care of them. This isn't just hitting the gym, it's recognizing that your physical and mental health are the bedrock of everything else. Bartlett goes even further, stating, health is the pillar of your life. If it falls, everything falls with it. This reinforces the idea that personal well-being isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for professional success. Next, Pillar 2, storytelling. Bartlett emphasizes that the best way to influence others is through a great story. This isn't just spinning tales, it's creating narratives that resonate and inspire action. But how do you craft a story that stands out in a sea of noise? Bartlett introduces the concept of wallpaper language, the kind of repetitive, unremarkable communication that people tend to tune out. To avoid this, he advises being specific and thought-provoking in your messaging. When was the last time a generic slogan actually caught your attention? Here's where Bartlett's approach takes an unexpected turn. He argues that useless absurdity will define you more than useful practicalities. This might sound counterintuitive, but it's embracing uniqueness in your branding. It's not just being different for the sake of it, but creating memorable narratives that stick in people's minds. But effective storytelling isn't just being quirky. Bartlett suggests that strong marketing demands an opinion, a response, and an emotion. It's provoking strong feelings that differentiate your brand in a crowded market. How can you apply this to your own business or personal brand? Up next, Pillar 3, Philosophy. Bartlett introduces the concept of Kaizen, a Japanese term for continuous improvement through small, incremental changes. This approach encourages paying attention to details and refining processes over time. It's not about making grand, sweeping changes, but consistently making small improvements that add up over time. This ties into Bartlett's belief that sweating the small stuff is vital for success. It's easy to overlook minor details, but Bartlett argues that these seemingly insignificant elements can lead to significant improvements in the long run. How often do you find yourself dismissing small issues as unimportant? Bartlett's philosophy also challenges our approach to learning and growth. He encourages us to lean into discomfort and new ideas, stating, when you don't understand something, instead of avoiding it, you should lean in more. This mindset fosters growth and adaptability, essential qualities in today's rapidly changing business landscape. But what about pressure? Many of us view pressure as a negative force, but Bartlett offers a different perspective. He suggests that pressure is neither good nor bad, but rather it's our interpretation and reaction to pressure that influences our performance and outcomes. How might this shift in perspective change the way you approach challenging situations? So what can we learn from Bartlett's approach to storytelling and philosophy? First, don't be afraid to stand out. Embrace uniqueness in your brand narrative, even if it means stepping into the realm of useless absurdity. Second, focus on continuous improvement. Small, consistent changes can lead to significant long-term growth. And finally, lean into challenges and pressure, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to success. Finally, Pillar 4, the team. Bartlett's approach to team building is rooted in a simple yet powerful idea. Companies are fundamentally about people. He emphasizes the importance of hiring talented individuals who share your vision and values. But it's not just finding the right people, it's creating an environment where they can thrive. You might know what makes a great employee, but Bartlett's 3 bars framework could completely change your perspective. How does he consistently assemble teams that leave others in the dust? Enter the 3 bars framework. This method assesses team members based on their cultural fit and performance. For each employee, Bartlett suggests asking, if everyone on your team had the same values, attitude, and talent, would the standards be raised, maintained, or lowered? This question cuts to the heart of what makes a truly valuable team member. But here's where Bartlett's approach takes an unexpected turn. He argues that maintaining a strong company culture is so crucial that he's willing to make tough decisions to protect it. In his words, the cost of one bad apple can be the loss of many good ones. This means taking swift action against toxic team members, even if they're high performers in other areas. So how do you create an environment where team members feel valued and engaged? Bartlett focuses on 3 key elements: providing autonomy, establishing clear and actionable goals, and removing obstacles that hinder motivation. It's about empowering your team to do their best work, not micromanaging every detail. But there's more to leadership than just setting goals and removing roadblocks. Bartlett underscores the significance of emotional intelligence in leadership. He argues that great leaders are flexible and inconsistent with each team member, adapting their approach to meet the unique needs of each individual. This might sound counterintuitive, but it's about recognizing that one-size-fits-all leadership rarely works. Bartlett's approach to delegation is equally unconventional. He advises asking who, not how, highlighting the need to find the best individuals for specific tasks rather than trying to figure out how to do everything yourself. This ties into his belief in effective delegation as a key to scaling a business. But building a great team isn't just about individual performance. Bartlett stresses the importance of fostering a culture where team members feel a sense of community and shared mission. He notes, people are devoted to a common cause, but they also think by themselves. This balance between collective purpose and individual autonomy is crucial for creating a dynamic, innovative team culture. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe to our channel.